Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Ivan. Hello. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's almost like it's been a year. I haven't seen you since last year. um, hello, hello. So today, I wanted to try learning Hangul, the Korean writing system. Yes, indeed, many eons. um, yeah, it's been ages, right? It's also been ages since I've done anything related to language. Um, that was my thing. Like at the beginning of last year, doing Wikipedia and stuff like that. Wikipedia, doing Duolingo. But then all my homies hate Duolingo now. So me included. Uh, so I I'm like, okay, how am I gonna like do this now? But the thing about like learning an alphabet is that you can just kind of follow a chart, right? Yeah, all the homies hate Duolingo. Well, I don't know. I just don't like Duolingo. Um, it was I don't know. They started using AI for like voices and stuff, and I was like, okay, I think it's time. um, but I mean, there's other ways to learn languages. Um, yeah, exactly. um, so yeah, we're gonna start this. I was like figuring out like how am I gonna do this, right? Like, how am I gonna set this up? What am I gonna be doing to learn? And I knew, I knew from like the start that like I wanted to like write stuff. Like, I thought at first of using my tablet and doing stuff on there, but it kind of looked weird. I don't know, but I kind of it felt more high tech than just using pen and paper. But I think I found a layout that works for me. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna kind of go over a little bit of like what how Hangul kind of works, and then I'm gonna be writing like little flashcards based on the chart up here. I have Wikipedia ready with all the different like everything we need everything we need to like make a flashcard thingy. So there's the consonants. We're gonna do the consonants first, and then we're gonna do the vowels on the vowels, and then we're just gonna look up some words, and then write them down. Gonna practice writing after we kind of got the hang of like writing. I mean, like yeah, getting down all the different little syllables, little doodads here. So I did some Wikipedia deep dive stuff in the days preceding this. Like the reason I wanted to do this stream was because I fell into a deep a Wikipedia deep dive um into the language, as I do with some languages sometimes. Um and I'm a big fan of learning, like trying to learn new scripts. Like I learned hiragana and katakana, like the Japanese um syllabary kind of thingies, like a while ago. And it's always fun to be able to like read that, right? Like you see, like you buy something that's in Japanese and it has some letters that you recognize, and you're like, oh my god. Um, so yeah, so and I started picking up, or started the kind of learn. Before this, I started kind of learning like Greek alphabet. Um, but then this kind of caught my eye, and I think a lot of people are more um like into learning Korean than Greek. um, at least like kind of like in the pop scene, I guess. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do, this is an example, right? So I'm gonna write the thingy up here, so we can see up here that we start with here this symbol, and it is pronounced, or it is written in, so when a language that is written in a different script is then written in like the alphabet we used, it's called a romanization. And so the romanization for like Korean spelling is going to be this first one right here. That's like if you see a word in Korean but written in the Latin script, this is how it will be written. But the thing with Korean, or at least the romanization version of Korean, is that like it will be spelled one way at the beginning of a syllable. Beginning of a syllable, but will be spelled a different way at the end. And it's interesting because depending on where the letter is, or where the little symbol is in a syllable block, it kind of changes, it can change pronunciation. This is kind of funny because like I'm learning this, right, as I'm going. I'm not like I'm I'm not teaching it. I'm kind of just learning it, but also explaining it as I'm going in a way that how I understand it. Okay, so I think I came up with a little example here. So this is how you write Hangul in the Korean script. So this little block here is the syllable han, and this is gul. And if I go over here, I try to break it apart. So each little symbol here is a separate sound, but the whole thing forms a syllable. So here we can see that I kind of put it two ways. So this symbol here is the h sound, so H. This little stick thingy is the vowel a, and then this thing at the bottom is n. These are all separate symbols, but they're put together in this way and they form a syllable block, and you pronounce this han. Now a vowel is usually in stick form. The vowels are sticks usually. So if I go here, so you can see all the different like little sticks that are vowel form. These are how vowels are represented in Hangul. And if the stick is vertical, it will go on the side here. But if the stick is horizontal, like on here, it will go under it. So gul is a good example, because so here we have g, this little, literally just like this at the top here is the represented with the G, so g. And then EU is like considered one sound. It's like it's according to here Wikipedia, it's the same U as in Japanese. So if you say like, I don't know, what's a Japanese word like that has a U in it, I don't know, like, I guess, I don't know, sushi. The U there, it's the same exact U as in Korean here, or at least EU is used to represent that sound. So and then this symbol here is either an L or an R. So just like Japanese, L and R are kind of like interchangeable. Although in Korean it seems that like it's pronounced more like a re at the beginning of a syllable, but at the end of a syllable it's always pronounced la, like an L. So when you put all the sounds together in this specific form, it forms a syllable block, and then you read it, each syllable on its own. It's kind of different than how a lot of, like, it's not an it's kind of like because an alphabet is specifically one sound per one, like, symbol per sound. But like, for example, in Japanese, here I have Japanese here. Like here, each symbol represents a syllable. So this represents ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. But in Hangul, each little symbol represents a single sound. But they're put together the way that they're put together, the way that they're actually spelled out, is in syllable form. So it's kind of like a mix of both. And it's kind of trippy to kind of, like, at first, because and it is intimidating. Like, when I first kind of, like, got into it, I was like, fuck, like, this is a little quirky. This is a little funny. But it's actually really cool once you get the hang of, like, what each little syllable means, each little symbol means. So that's what we're gonna do today, and that's what we're gonna do one at a time here. So yeah, let's start here. So this represents a G at the beginning but K at the end. It's actually always pronounced here. You can kind of see, if we can see where I'm highlighting, it's always pronounced actually like a k sound, like a K. It's just spelled with a G at the beginning for reasons. You just have to go with it. It's spelled with a G, but it's pronounced g, g, g. It's a very dry K sound. So like what's a good, like, the K sound in, like, skirt, like skirt, like, it's a dry K sound. Because another symbol related to this, I'll try not to get too ADHD about this, because I can go back and forth about this, but, like, a K with a breath to it, like k, like in kite, or in cool, has a like a airiness to it, and that's a separate thing. It's considered a separate sound in Korean. So it's specifically the drier one with no breath. So g, 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 g. Now, Korean also has something called tense consonants, where and it's represented with the same symbol but doubled. So it's represented as a double K if it's at the beginning of a syllable. And this is what kind of made me this is one of the first things that kind of made me, like, get really, what made it click that, like, I kind of want to learn more about this, because I'm just like, because there are some words that begin with a double K, and I'm like, that's quirky, that's funny, why is that? It's something to do with tense voice. It's one of those things that you just have to hear, and once you hear it, you'll kind of have to guess based on, like, how it sounds, like, oh, it's that. The way it's described, I don't want to go too deep into here, but the way it's described here, if I can, oh yeah, it's like a tense, like, if you can go here it is, it's like a tense, and it just means, like, the way I have to find out where it's described, but it's like, I can go into, like, phonology, but I don't want to get too language nerdy about this. But basically, it's like something about, like, you constrict your throat a little bit when you pronounce it. But we don't have to, like, master that right now. We just have to know that on its own, it's like a sound, but then like once it's doubled, it's like a harsher like. I can't even begin to like try to like a like, well, maybe not that, because that's like more of a guttural. The point is, it's a harsher, like a more constricted sound. This is going great so far. Okay, but I only wrote these two because I'm gonna go through all of them right now, like write them down as I'm going. So I wrote these in advance, but I'm actually gonna do the thing that most of the stream is gonna be. So the next sound, according to this chart here, is this one. Oh shit. Here we go. And this one. And this one seems like it's always pronounced n. Like, with no exceptions, it seems. Like, whether it's at the beginning, the end, it doesn't matter. It's the same sound. N. N. The N sound. N. So that's pretty straightforward and good to know. Pretty straightforward. The next one, it seems. I don't even know if I'm doing the stroke order right. It's just literally just like getting the sounds. So this little thing here, romanized as a D, but pronounced a T at the end. Or like if you were to spell it into English letters, you would spell it with a D at the beginning, but T at the end. But it seems like it's always pronounced like a T sound. T, T, T. So yeah, so N, T. So let's go to the beginning. This is G, G. And then this is G. More harsher somehow. G. Then N. This little thing. And then Da. So we can already kind of see, for example, these two in action in the word Hangul. N. It's at the end of the syllable, so it's at the bottom here. So this little this thingy here is the N sound. And then the G is at the beginning up here. Just this angle here, not the line, just this angle. I kind of wrote it easier to tell apart up here. So this right here as the G sound. And that's represented with a G. All right. So the next letter, or letter. The next, okay. So taking this one, going off of this one, there's also the harsher da. So I think it's just like, so it's doubled. And this one is spelled as a double T at the beginning. But apparently, this cannot be, this little block here, I think represents as, it's not used as a final. You can't have this at the end of a syllable. So we're just gonna write it like this. It's like okay, double T at the beginning, and it's always gonna be a double T, but it will never come at the end. Alrighty. The next one is, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. This one. This one's the R sound. at the beginning. But then at the end, it's like a l sound. So again, in the for Hangul, this kind of like two looking, very square two looking thing, is a l sound at the end. But if it were at the beginning, it would be a r sound on the R. Alrighty. Next one. Next one looks like it's just a little square dude. And this one's an M sound. Oh shit. An M sound. No matter what. So n. So just like N and M, those are the nasals, and those are pronounced the same everywhere. So n, and then m here. M. And then let's see the next one here. I guess if you were actually trying to like practice these, you'd practice like the same one over and over again, so you can learn like to associate, which I could do. I might do that later. So this spelled as a B, beginning, but then a P at the end. So but it's always pronounced like a dry pa, pa, pa. I wish there's another way to write that, but I don't know. I just feel like that might be a lot to write to write IPA into it. But I think if you're learning a language like that, those are things that you do have to keep in mind, that like it might be spelled a certain way when it's transcribed into English letters or Latin letters, but you have to keep in mind that like it's not going to be said the same way all the time. I that's something that like is like, oh, it's one of the things that I think makes it hard to learn a new language, where you kind of expect like consistency, but then once you encounter all these exceptions and stuff, you're like, oh my god, this is hard. This is annoying. But you know, English is no consistent like spelling. Has no, like, you know, it's infamous for its like unfortunate way of spelling stuff. And so this is something that happens across languages. So yeah, this is ba. And the next one, who would have guessed? Along with this one, the same thing, but doubled. But this one is spelled with a P. This is double P, and it's only a double P, and it only comes at the beginning. It doesn't come at the end. And this one's a harsher, like a ba. So this one's just a ba. I'm not doing a good job of doing the harsh ones, but it's just I think I just have to like I just have to realize that like this will be a harsher P when I encounter it. Yeah, this will all like make better sense once we're actually like making the like words and stuff. So this is but, it seems. All right, the next one. This one's a s sound. But interestingly enough, at the end, so it's S at the beginning, but a T sound at the end. You can kind of see in this area right here. Oh, but yeah, like it's this symbol. When it's at the beginning, it's a S sound. At the end, it's a D sound. Same thing happens. Similar thing happens with its double version. This one is SS at the beginning of a syllable, and it's like a harsher s. I don't even know how that necessarily sounds like a harsh S, or like a S but your throat is constricted a bit. But it's also just the T at the end. So this seems like at one point these were more consistent, right? Like maybe this was pronounced with the S at the end, but with all languages, they change. So it kind of just changed to like being pronounced as T at the end. So this is S, and then S. Alrighty. And then this the quirky one that I think what kind of distinguishes Korean from other East Asian scripts, like between Chinese and Japanese, where Korean has circles. Korean has circles. And the funny thing about the circle on its own in Hangul is that at the beginning it's like it's a silent, so I'm just gonna put silent. It's kind of like the way I think it works, the way I've seen it work is that like usually when you make a syllable block, the first one is always a consonant. But if it's just a vowel, if the syllable is just a vowel or starts with a vowel and has no consonant, it has this guy at the start, a little bubble. But at the end of a word, if it's at the end, it's the ng sound. So ng, like ng. So if you find this is kind of this I think is the quirkiest one, where it's like it makes no sound at the beginning, but then at the end it makes that ng sound, which I don't know. It's like it kind of makes you think of like why that is. Like this can be kind of explained through like sound change, because S and T are kind of pronounced in the same part of the mouth. But this is kind of funny. Maybe it's just being efficient. Maybe it's like, oh, it doesn't mean anything at the beginning, but at the end, like, it has to mean something, so we're gonna put it this one. Okay, next one. Now we're getting into the tricky sounds. Now we're getting into the trickier sounds. So I think this one's like this, and then something like that. And this is spelled with a J at the beginning. But it's pronounced like ch, like it's the same. Okay, it's the same sound as a hi Gabriel. I mean, we've gone through a lot of it, but but we're kind of just starting, really. And so yeah, we're learning Korean, and we're on this one here. I don't know if you can see on the top here, like where my mouse is. This is the symbol for the would spell the J, but it's pronounced like, so I recognize this as the TH sound in Japanese. So let me think. Like wait, what was that? Gabrielle, what were ancient Koreans on? Like, okay, so actually, funny you mentioned that, Gabrielle, because before Korean was used this system, Korean actually used Chinese characters, and this is called Hanja. When the time where Korean was spelled with Chinese characters. But the thing about Chinese characters is that it works really well for Chinese, but not so well for a lot of other languages. Yeah, real life lore. Yeah, exactly. Um, the same thing happened with Japanese. Japanese. Oh, actually, this is right here. Japanese. Japanese uses Chinese characters, and they still do. And this is called kanji. The Chinese characters when used in Japanese is called kanji. So Korean did the same thing, but it was really hard and really clumsy because Korean and Chinese are just different languages. And so some like, it was like a king. What was it? It was like, I think I have it somewhere up here. But like I wonder, there's a picture here. Basically, yeah, I think his name was King Sejong. King Sejong. Basically, he commissioned, like, you know what? People are having trouble using the Chinese script for Korean. Let's make a different script for Korean specifically. And that's what is Hangul. That's what they use now. So it was actually created later. And it works better because they still use it. They should teach history in reverse. Oh, you mean like from now and then go backwards? That's funny. That's actually kind of, I can see how that can be. Yeah, how did we get here? I understand what you mean. Like, because it's hard to it's history is kind of, when you start like it's just at a random point in the past, you're like, well, this is so long ago, it has nothing to do with like how we are now, or it doesn't feel like that. But but if you connect it to something that's real now, it's easier to kind of like hook onto. And yeah, I understand that. I think there is a way to learn history that way, that like you think about like, okay, this is how things are now. If we go back a little bit, it used to be a little bit different. So yeah, that's a good, I think you're onto something, Gabriel. Anyway, the J sound. It's pronounced kind of like I'll write it here. It's the CH in Japanese. So it's like a t t t. So like what's the CH word? Like what's the CH word in Japanese? I should know, like some word. I don't know. I think it has to be one that I know. Come on. Like a, I don't know. There's the the category of anime that's like um like tunibyo. um the ch sound is kind of like a, it's where you would have pronounced a t sound, but it's like it's like it's somewhere between a t and a ch, so it's not ch, it's ch. It's like a little bit more back. But the point is, it's kind of that sound like ch ch ch. And but at the end of a word, oh my god, it's a t sound. So that kind of also makes sense, because it already kind of sounds like a t at the beginning, but then it kind of ends as a t. And it has its own double version. And this is spelled double J at the beginning, but is never used at the end. So there's no Korean word that ends with this at the end. All right. Now, so yeah, that's a ch sound, but then this syllable, this symbol, which is basically almost basically the same, except it has a little stick above. This one is written as ch, but unlike this one. Okay, we're gonna flip these over so this doesn't get too confusing. Unlike this one is aspirated, which means there's like a breath in between. Now, I'm a language nerd and am aware of this sort of like phenomenon, but it's still hard for me to like at least distinguish or be able to like consistently create that distinction when I speak it. Like, I think I can't help it but make it breathy when I say ch ch. But this is the same thing. This is the same sound, but this one is like breathy. So it's like a ch ch. Like there's more emphasis on it, or more, yeah, just more like breathiness around it. It's like a ch. And so let's see. So I'm gonna put a breathy ch. So it's like a ch ch. So this one is a drier one. So it's like ch ch. But this one is like a ch. Like there's just more breath in it. But as seems like with like half of these letters, it ends with a T. So it will end as a T sound at the end. So that's great. That's great to know. That's great to know. And on one hand, that's easy because, you know, if it's a hard thing to pronounce, you don't have to pronounce it at the end. But then at the end, but then you also have to remember like which ones are pronounced t at the end, which ones are pronounced da at the end. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we get, now it's, I don't know why they didn't put this earlier, but this one's related to this one. See how kind of like they're similar, but this one is spelled with a K. but it's breathy. I'll just put breathy here. Oh my god. Breathy. So this one's a ka, 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 and this one's a ka, ka, ka. Like there's a breathiness to it. The group chat be making the phone act like a. Oh. I see what you mean. Yeah, all the notification sounds. When, oh my god, when the group chat is spamming. All right, but at the end here, it's also okay, but it's not breathy. But it's not breathy. Oh my god. Okay. That's great. That's great. Hi. Oh, hi, Wendy. Oh my god, you changed your profile picture. Is that like, wait, what's your profile picture? At the zoom in. Is it like is it like Joker Miku? That's crazy. But yeah. But cool. Alright, yeah, so this symbol, I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Here we go. You can't see Wendy in the chat, really? Oh, it's Asuka Langley from Evangelion, but Joker fight. Oh, oh, okay. I know that one. I know that one. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, these. That's what these are. Okay, we're almost at the end of the consonants. Almost at the end of the consonants. So this one, I like how this one looks. E, right? But it's not E. It's pronounced like a T sound. But this is a breathy. So it's T, T. So unlike, let's see, where is it? Where's the bitch? Unlike the other one. Beedo. Come on. What? Oh, there's more. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay, so these are related. Oh. Hi, Buggy Patch. You remember learning a bit about Hangul in a typography class you took in college. They discussed how the characters were designed to sort of demonstrate the pronunciation, and you found that interesting. Also, hi. Hi. Yeah, so I think it goes a little, I think here's, like, I have the Wikipedia page here. I think, here it is a little bit of how it's supposed to be, where it's like this symbol here, which is like the G sound, I think. Right? But it's like, it says it's supposed to represent the root of the tongue blocking the upper palate. So we can see that here. It's like I think Hangul was commissioned like in the 15th century or the 1500s, one of those, a long time ago. But even then, they had like a knowledge of like, oh yes, the structure of the mouth and the tongue and stuff like that. And this is depicting the tongue touching the upper palate. This symbol, a square like the sound, it represents the mouth. This is the incisor, so the S is the incisor, and then the little circle is the throat. And then they add like different lines depending on how. And then it gets all abstract here. So the vowels are designed based on concepts of Chinese philosophy. So there's this vowel that isn't used anymore, but it was used to represent yin in the earth. The horizontal vowels represent yang and the sun, and the vertical vowels represent man, like humans. Which is like kind of like the most like fantasy ass shit. The most like world building nerdy Tolkien ass shit that they can come up with. But it's awesome, right? It's awesome. Anyway, yeah. T, breathy at the beginning, but at the end it's not breathy. Not breathy. I think if I was making these flashcards like fully, I would write the IPA, because I know more or less how to interpret it. But I don't know. I kind of, if you're doing it along with me, this is how I would kind of like do it for a more general audience, I guess. Yeah, Buggy Patch. No, yeah, we welcome the tism here. All right. Yes. Okay. So they're kind of related, as we can see. They're the same thing, except this one has like a line here, because this one's breathy, this one's not. They're the same sound. This one's a t, and this one's a t, just breathier. But at the end, it's not breathy. Alrighty, almost done with the consonants. Then we have this one. This one's a put sound. This one's related to, which one is it? This one. In a way. I don't think I wrote it in a way that makes it look related. But it's supposed to be similar. Where this one is breathy. But ends in a P, and it's not. So whereas this one's like ba ba ba, this one's pa pa pa. But they both end the same, except not breathy. Also, if you look at the end here, at the last row, in the IPA part, there's like a little bracket above some of these letters, and that means that like you put your tongue in that position but you don't pronounce it. So like so I know, like, okay, I will tangent a little bit. Isn't rice? Okay, no, wait. what's there's like, isn't there like a Korean dish called bibimbap, right? At the and it ends with a P. But it's like it's a you say like ba, like you put your like mouth in the position to say a P, but you don't say bap, you say bap. It kind of closes without actually like, but it goes silent, and that's what that represents. What was it? Gabriel, you saw a chicken eating an egg. That's unfortunate. Game? What game are you playing? Alright. P, breathy P. Last one. Last consonant. And this one is an H. H at the beginning, but you'll never guess what it is at the end. It's a T again. So it seems like half of these letters here here, 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 and in a t sound, which it's kind of funny. That means that like that means that at some point they were all pronounced as they should be, but over time they kind of just like, we're just gonna pronounce all these as T at the end. It's fine. Like that's kind of how language works. Snake eating itself? Nah. Chicken eating chicken. I think once I went to my, as a kid, I went to my grandparents' like little like farm in Mexico, and once I did give a piece of chicken to a chicken. A piece of cooked chicken to a rooster. And because they would always come into the kitchen looking for, I don't know, stuff on the ground. And so to like ward them away, I would take a piece of chicken and throw it through the door, and the rooster caught it and ate it. And I was like, oh, well, I was just kind of morbidly curious, I guess. Anyway, yeah, H. All right, okay, we can see H in action here. H at the beginning of here. Oh, I'm looking at the screen when I could just look on the page. So yeah, this is the h sound in hangul. Okay. Soon we're gonna get into the vowels, guys. What was it, Gabrielle? A kiwi eating a kiwi fruit. At least that's not cannibalism. That's more of like, that's like a person eating a person shaped, like, that's like a person eating a Sour Patch Kid. It's like, is it really cannibalism? It's kind of morbid if you think about it, but if you don't think about it, it's fine. All right. These are the consonants. We did the consonants. Okay. I never saw it. What do you mean I never saw it? I can imagine it. I can imagine a kiwi eating a kiwi. I know what both look like. I don't need to see the image. Okay. Why did I shuffle these? Now they're out of order and... Okay. We're gonna review. I'll just take the page out. Just Google them. Oh my goodness. Fine. I'll go kiwi. I won't put it on screen because I'm scared. Or like I will if it's fine to look at. You mean this one? Hold up. It's on r/not interesting. This one? r/not interesting. How many kiwis can eat a kiwi if a kiwi could eat kiwis? True. But yeah. That's absolutely interesting. r/not interesting. Hey, that's kind of like a, what's it called? It's just irony, where like they make when you make a subreddit, it's because you're interested in that thing, but then you call it not interesting. Anyway, I wonder if I should just, instead of doing it's like going through the flashcards again, I should just write the thing down. Write all of them down. You're getting lunch, Wendy? Oh my goodness. Alrighty. So we're just gonna go through all of them again. But this time in the order that I think they should go. So, let's see. So we have this one. Yeah. Here. This one. G. Or K at the end. Then double is a double K, but then again a K at the end. And then there's this one, which is a K with a breath. I'll just write how it is in IPA. With a breath, but again pronounced K at the end. So we have ka, ka, and ka. But at the end, they're all pronounced the same. And then we have, I should make it a little bit more distinct. Let's see. And then we have, I'm gonna do this one next. So this one is D, but pronounced T at the end. Yes. Then we have the double. So it's double T, but it's not, you don't pronounce it at the end. Oh, hi, puppy dog. Hello, hello. Hi, sorry. What was it, Gabrielle? You ate instant noodles, but they sent 2 packs of the delicious what? Delicious cancers? I think you meant something else. I think you mean something else. Okay, yes. And then this one. And this one is T, but breathy, but just pronounced T at the end. So these are kind of like a group. I consider these a group. So this doesn't end. That's funny. You're playing Uma Musume in VC and watching this stream. Oh my god, back at it again. Back at it again with the multitasking. They sent 2 packs of that seasoning that's really not good for your health. Oh, like you got an instant noodles, a pouch, but in it was 2 packets instead of 1. That's funny. It's just a lot of salt. I think that's like most of it. Anyway, yeah. So ka, and ka, and then ta, and then ta. This will all make sense later. Alrighty. Next one. Thank God that this paper doesn't bleed over too much. Let's see. What's kind of like the next grouping? It'd be like this one, which is a B, but pronounced P at the end, and then it's double, which is double P at the beginning, not pronounced at the end, And then this one, which is breathy P, but pronounced regular P at the beginning. So it's ba, ba, and then pa, ba, ba, pa. Again, I don't know how to do the strict one, but over time. So when you can eat all the salt you want, you just have to eat a lot of sugar after to counter it. I don't know if that's how that works. If you said water, I would have believed it. I would have been like, you can eat all the salt you want as long as you drink enough water. It's like, I guess that's true. But then you said sugar, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. Fun fact, you can also eat all the uranium you want. Oh my goodness. You know, what was it? It was like a tablespoon of uranium is like 2 billion calories or something like that. Water is for counter. No, it is not. Water just spreads it around. Water. Oh, okay. Uranium's for nutrients. Yes. I mean, 2 billion calories. I'm pretty sure. This is the stuff you used to Google, but now it's all Google AI now. It's just like, well, what's the point anymore? To counter spice, you need to spread it around your face. Oh my goodness. Okay. What's the next one? What's the next kind of like pairing? I guess you could say the CHJ. So it's like, yeah, because, yeah, okay. So this one is J at the beginning, but T at the end. Oh, T at the end. And then you have this one, which is a double J, but not pronounced. And then you have this one, which is a CH, pronounced T at the end. So this one's ch. Oh wait, no, wait, ch, ch, like ch. It's hard for me not to make it breathy. Ch, and then ch. So it just, yeah, it's gonna be hard for me because it's like ch, 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 ch. I have to really exaggerate the aspiration. Oh my goodness. You either become the Hulk or die trying. Is that like a... You either become the Hulk or die trying. That sounds like a spin on like, what was it? You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. It's like that, but it's like someone mishearing that quote and be like, you either become the Hulk or die trying. Okay. All right. And now for like the loose ones. So there's this one, which is the N at the beginning and at the end. There's this one, which is the M, beginning and end. Those are kind of like their own thingy. And then I'll just put the R sound. R at the beginning, but L at the end. Ma, na, ma, ra, or L at the end. And then the last one looks like it's S with T at the end. Double S. Again, T at the end, right? Yes, yes, okay. And there was like one more. Oh, the silent one. This is not pronounced, but then it's pronounced ng at the end. But I lived long enough to become the villa. That's true. You know what? That's true. I did what I fulfilled the prophecy by becoming the villa. Is that it? Wait, how many? Let's see. How many consonants are there? 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, there's one I missed. Cause there's I wrote how many? Yeah, there's 3, 6, 9, 12. So there's 3, 6, 9. Wait, 3, 6. 3, 6, 9, 12. Wait a minute. What? Am I tripping? Hold up. Wait, yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. 15, 18. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Which one am I missing? Oh, ha. Oh, the last one. This one just goes here. And this one's ha at the beginning. But at the end, guys. There we go. You live long enough to do music and stream. That's true. Alright. So, I mean, I learned a lot. I learned. But yeah. Well, that was the consonants. Now we're going to do the vowels next. Gonna get some more. Some different flashcards. Open a fresh pack of flashcards. I'm gonna do some unboxing today for you guys. If I can find open flashcards. As you can see, the exterior of the flashcards are in pristine condition. We have a little instructional manual for like identifying what these are and how many there are. And then we have different colors. We've got SpongeBob yellow. We've got lilac purple. We've got this one's kind of more like a lime, like a Pickle Rick green. And this one's like a salmon. I'm gonna say this one's like what's this color? Is this kind of me? Is this Villa pink? Did you get a holographic index card? Like, hi, Rarlos. Hello. And then we got Sonic Blue. Okay. I think I'm gonna do... lilac purple for the vowels. I think she would appreciate that. We are not doing the vowels in Hangul. I was gonna use this stream and I was gonna clip it in a way so that it would be like an actual functional like tutorial, but I don't think that's the case anymore. It's a lot more. This is the first time I'm doing like something like this where I'm like learning alongside y'all. Oh, this is a blank side and a striped side. I love root beer. Okay. Now we're going into the vowels. The vowels. These are even funkier. If you thought the consonants were funny, guys, you won't believe the vowels. You won't. Like, these are even funnier. More chaotic. So all the vowels are stick boys. Some stick girls and some stick MBs. But they're all sticky boys. For example, ah. All right, now we're actually, now this is the silly part. So there's this one. Is this laws? My voice getting sticky. Oh no. Oh. That's great. Oh yeah, Wendy, yeah. The lost reference is the one that's unhinged here. How dare you reference loss? But sticky boys, that's fine. Okay. This one is spelled A-E. But it's pronounced... I'm just gonna write the IPA. So this one is A and it's pronounced Ah. Right? This one is AE. But according to this, it says APA values are here for traditional standard Korean. Current standard South Korean has diverged from these practices. Basically saying, this is how it was. If it's changed, don't add us. That's basically what this is saying. Citation needed. Oh wow, they're just freeballing it, I guess. These values almost but don't 100% line up with Shin 2015. That's great. That's great to know. Okay, but it's still important because this is still spelled like this. When you see this, it's still spelled AE. But okay, but according to this, okay, it's pronounced like this, which is like which is the E in elephant, so so I learned this like I grew up speaking Spanish and obviously grew up speaking English, but I always considered the E in elephant and the E in elefante to be the same. To me, I was like, it's the same sound. But actually, the E in elephant is like pronounced with your mouth more open than the E in elefante. Like it's elephant, but elefante. They're like different sounds. And that actually matters. See, and it's like in English and Spanish, neither of them, like in English, and are like what's called allophones, meaning they're different sounds, but they correspond to the same letter, and people understand it as the same. In Spanish, it's the same thing. You usually, but there's no distinction between those. But some languages do have a difference between those. I think German is one of those where it's like here. I think it's like I don't know the specifics, but it's like when a with a little umlaut, that's but regular e is I don't know how consistent that is, but they're different sounds to the point where they do write it differently. So yeah. Oh yeah, puppy dog. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. You got it before I noticed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's just like I never noticed that they were different, like letters and stuff. It's crazy. Right? That's what that one is. Then you have this one. This is yeah. Can confirm exactly. Yes. Yeah. Only cannot tell the difference. Yeah, it's subtle, but it's there. It's like and like is just more open. It's between like a regular and then like a flat out a, like ah. So it's subtle, but I think once you realize that they're different sounds, after a little bit, it's like okay. You kind of see where that's going. It takes a little bit, because to me it took a little bit. But yeah. You're the evil German dog. There's a German Shepherd, and then there's the Dachshund, right? The little sausage dog. This is yeah, which is considered a vowel, I guess. Yeah, even though it has like a, but it's pronounced like that. So I'm just gonna. In IPA, a J is a y sound. So yeah. Yeah. And then this one's okay. So this one, this the ladders. We're building ladders, guys. So this one is spelled Y-A-E, but according to the chart here, the standard pronunciation, or like it used to be standard pronunciation, is yeah. But according to this little script here, it says recent speakers pronounce both this symbol, so this this one, and oh shit. Oh wait, no. This is pronounced yeah. Sorry, never mind. Forget I said anything. This is pronounced yeah. Right? Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is this is yeah. This is this is yeah. The puzzles are puzzling. Then we have this one. This one is spelled E-O, but is pronounced like this. This is the this is the symbol for the in cut. So let me get another like. So in the word cut, in American English at least, this is pronounced like this, which is just like a it's like a lazy. It's like a lazy vowel, I would describe it. It's like another one, the schwa, but like higher up. The it's just an sound. Which I think that's a very funny way to spell this. But you know, you can only vowels there. You can only do so much when it comes to vowels. So this is like and then we have this one. This is the one that came up here, where this is spelled E, right? And it says it's also pronounced it's pronounced E, but here it says recent speakers pronounce both this symbol, so this symbol and this symbol as E. So these are both pronounced E. And I'm kind of tempted to just like write it like that. So they've merged. It is now the same. Yeah, I'm just gonna write it like that. Or maybe I should have written it as an E, but like with an asterisk on it. I'm not sure. I'll just do an asterisk on this one. But the point is that this one's what matters is that how they're spelled, right? Because when you see a Korean word but spelled with Latin letters, you're gonna see differences, but then they're pronounced the same. So that's great. Then we have this one. So really like this. And this one is spelled like Y-E-O, but pronounced yeah. Yeah, so it uses the cut vowel here, but adds a little Y at the beginning. Still more consistent than English. This is true. This is true. English kind of is. English kind of does whatever, because it's like, oh, whether it got it from whether they got it from which one should be mommy, which is like whether we got it from mommy Latin or daddy Germanic, it spells it differently. And all the other does that analogy work? I think it kind of does for the most part. Depends where the word is from is how English spells it to an extent. Okay. And then this one's yeah. So this one is yeah. And according to Wikipedia here, it was pronounced yeah, but now it's yeah. But I'm gonna put the asterisk on it. So what was it? Let's see. Yeah. So these are pronounced the same. I just noticed how like on here it's a ladder, but this is like a ladder, but then you took the left ring and then put it over here. Is French like stepmommy? That's true, actually. Well, it's like, oh no, I don't want to think about it like this actually, because it's like a French comes from Latin, right? So maybe it's more like, no, okay, okay, okay. More, it's more like Germanic is daddy. French is old French is mommy, but then grandma is Latin, and they got it from grandma as well. So there you go. It kind of works as language family, right? Epic, epic. All right. Um. All right. Now we're getting to the horizontals. We love the horizontals. This is an O sound. And it's pronounced like O. O, O, O. No exceptions to this one, right? No. So the J in IPA is pronounced like the J in blow high. Yeah. Or like the J in yeah. Like, or like in German, I think J is the letter J is yeah. So like it's like ja, like J A yeah, or like Johannes with a J at the beginning. Yeah, in IPA the J is a y sound. Yes. Yes. All right, now we're getting to the lost looking ones. So because these are hybrids, I suppose. So this looking one, this one. This is wa. Wa. Oh, I see. Okay, what they did was they took O. They took O and combined it with they took this one and this one, put it together, and makes wa. Why didn't they just put these two together? I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. Oh wait, no, it is. Fuck. No, forget that. No, wait. No. They were right. They put these together. Sorry, I misread it. Yeah. It is this. Yes. They put these together, and this is pronounced wa. And it's yeah, it's pronounced, spelled the same. We love that. We love when that happens. Wa. They did that together, and then now now they, with this one, they took this one and where is it? This one. Okay. And this one is pronounced this one's spelled like this, but pronounced wah. Wow. Oh, sorry, Wendy. What was it? Or the non-existent J at the beginning of uniform. That's true. Because I think because it's just like the letter U is, but that's true how that kind of happened. Like, yeah. It's because I think in English we don't really notice that because the letter U is said U with the yeah at the beginning, so we kind of subconsciously just like, oh yeah, that's just how the U is, like, that's just how the U is pronounced. Okay. Alright, alright. I feel like I'm doing math sometimes. Where it's like, oh, this plus this is that. This plus this is that. Okay, where are we? Oh, okay. Oh, alright. This one's the C. This one's, whoa, wait. So we got this symbol. This one. And this one is spelled... Oh my god. This one is spelled O-E. Right? Because, again, O. Oh, but then it's just a line, a vertical line, which is... There's no other one. That's just a vertical line. Wait, hold up. I'm lost now. Oh, no, yeah. No, yeah. Right here. This is O-E. Now... This is the, I want to say this one's the... Okay, yes. This is the closed mid. Y'all, this is some, scary looking stuff, but I think this means... So this is the, in, like German, like O with the umlaut. The I at the end is a vertical line. Oh, you're right. That's true. Why didn't they do that before? Again, this chart is wonky. Oh, I see. They try to go from like open to closed. They organized it like that, but yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's like, because you say eh, but then you round your lips as you're saying that. So so that's how that is pronounced. But according to this, here it says C. Recent speakers pronounce this symbol as wah. Which is great. I'm just gonna write both because I think I've seen some, as I was like looking through Korean Wikipedia, I did see sometimes they did have that sound. So I'm gonna write both of them. I'm gonna write that it's like this, which is this one, and it's pronounced. Recent speakers pronounce this one as wah as well. All this pronunciation is giving me voice training flashbacks. Oh my god, that's so true. Because a lot of it is the same thing. Or like, voice training is more to do with like the larynx and all that, and all that pressure you put up there and all the resonance and stuff like that. But vowels are more just like where your tongue is and stuff. So I think it's a little easier because it doesn't depend on the pitch of your voice. But no, it is the same sort of thing. Oh my god, I can't wait to make words, guys. I'm my like my hyper focus is like, I just want to make words. I'm done with this like flashcard business. But anyway, next one is this one, and this one is yo, and it is spelled and pronounced yo. Pretty straightforward. We love straightforward. I mean, we also love gay forward and bi forward and pan forward and all that, but and then there's this, which is that ooh. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ooh is pronounced. It's a U sound. It's a U sound. Ooh. Ooh. And it's weird how like for some of the what sounds they choose O and then the vowel. Oh yeah, because you can't do O and then okay. Like this one is like but and then this one and this one's what. Oh, but it's pronounced what like this is the cut vowel so it's like what interesting. Straightforward when gay backwards walks in. I hate straightforward, bunch of woke nonsense. Straightforward when gay backwards. It's like when someone's doing something wrong, it's like you got it all gay backwards. That's really bad. That's like something. It's like the same thing as calling something that's unfortunate gay. It's like, damn, that's gay. It's so sad. So sad. Anyway, next one. This one, and then oh, they just love their sticks, don't they? This one I did it kind of wrong because there's supposed to be more of a space up here. Hold up, fix that for you. And this one is spelled way and actually pronounced way. So oh wait, okay, no, it doesn't. Wait a minute. Oh my god, they all look so similar. So I'm like, I think this one is this one. Yes, okay, so this one is just we love a good vowel merger. You should start doing that since most things in my life are in fact gay. I'm doing it all gay backwards. Okay. Alright. We'll actually get into some words really soon now. I'm so excited. I'm almost out of lilac purple. Damn it. Damn. It didn't include. Oh wait, no, there's still like a few I missed. Probably not enough. Oh, it might be enough. Okay, this one, this basic looking one is spelled like this. It's spelled like this, but oh my fucking god. It used to be pronounced a Y in IPA is like the French U, so E. But apparently, according to Mr. Wikipedia, it is now pronounced we. So it is pronounced as it is spelled now, even though it could be pronounced U, but now it's pronounced we. This feels like they split, because a W it really just is a U, and then I. So because this is a rounded E, so this is like rounded. It's like they just split the vowel. It's what it feels like. A lot of way in Hangul. That's true. I don't know. Wah. So this one's a E or a we. That's great. Oh no. Oh my god, no. Damn it. By one. There's 4 left, but I only have 3 more purple flashcards. So we have this one, the table pie looking one. This one's spelled U, but N is pronounced U. That's epic, that's great. Then the line. Just the line. This one is spelled EU, but it is... Oh, this is gonna be hard to like... So it's not a W, it's an upside down M. But this is the in Japanese, like the U in Japanese, like sit, like in sushi. Like it's like the it. It's a U but unrounded. So it's saying ooh, instead of saying ooh, it's like nah, I can't do it. Ooh. Okay, yeah, something like that. Sushi, yeah. And then, oh god. It really is like loss. It really is loss. This is UI, but pronounced... Oh shit, why did I do that? Doesn't matter. Oh wait, whoa, that's a different... Wait. Voiced Wheeler, oh no. That's great. It may instead be transcribed as... Okay. Oh god. A lowered... Okay. This consonant is absent from English, but may be pronounced by making a gut sound with the tongue body lowered to a W with the lips apart. That's... Okay. You don't need to get... So it's like a... I can't pronounce it. So, what was it? It was like... I'm writing it. I'm gonna write it how it says here. Because this is different. This upside down M looking thing is different from this upside down M looking thing. But this one's more of like a g sound, but with the lips kind of like something like that. Something like that. They said it could be like this. So I know this is this is the G in like Spanish, like what, like when G is like in the middle of a Spanish word, like abogado, gado. It's like not a full on g, but it's like an approximate. It's like g, but it's it's like, but it's interpreted as like a vowel. I don't know. This is kind of just a guide. Once you like actually like listen to Korean be spoken and encounter this and be like, okay, it's like this. The more you hear it, you kind of get a grasp for like, okay, this is how they do it. And that matters a bit more than trying to get very specific with the IPA. And then I ran out of purple. Blah, blah. I ran out of purple. But I guess we'll just use green for the last one. And this is just the line. This is pronounced. This is spelled like that. And pronounced E. Awesome. We did all of them. We did all of them. Holy shit. Now we can actually like... Alright, now we get to the fun part. Or I think is the fun part. Which is actually like looking up words and see how they're spelled. So we go up here. Like earlier I had water. And yeah, it looks like, so the word for water is M, and then the vowel, this vowel, a little leaf on her head. Yeah, that's true, the green. No, yeah, see, it works. It's canon. Just double check. This is ooh, okay, yes. So then it's ooh, the vowel ooh, and then I kind of it's kind of going like this. But this is all one syllable. Mul. So I just mul. And yeah, it's spelled like that. It's spelled right here. Mul. I like to do the elements, or like the, you know, like the classical elements: water, fire, earth, air. So fire. Bud. Okay, it's related. So, or not related in that way, but like related as in like close enough. Watch, they all rhyme. Okay, yes. And this one is, well, this one's bull, but it's actually like pronounced with a U, or the P, sorry. So like bull. Air, probably call it wind. Everything changed. The Bull Nation attacked. That's what, yeah, exactly. Bull. Okay, we'll do air and we'll do wind. So actually, we'll do earth next. Earth. Okay, now we get into like... Oh, but this is earth ground. I think this is what I meant. Oh no, it doesn't give me the little spelling. I mean, we're supposed to know that right now. But I kind of like it to just double check. It's okay. I'll put... Because this Earth, I think this is like Earth the planet. And then there's this one. I'm just going to do this one, because this one looks like what I want it to be. So this is good, because then we can figure out what this, how this is spelled. So we have the circle, which means that there's no consonant at the end, at the beginning. And then we have this vowel, which is, oh, this one, so this is, so that means this begins with A-O, right? And then This is the S sound. Oh shit. Fuck. Wait, I didn't get myself. Okay, ignore this. Okay, it's spelled like this, right? And then this one. So this is Earth. And we know that the circle is, so that means there's no consonant at the beginning. So it's just a vowel. And this vowel is A-O. So and then the next syllable is S at the top. And this line, just the line, which is Boda. Oh, this one. E-U. So like us, something like that. Let's take this and spin it over. Okay, yeah, there we got it. Us. How loud is this? Us. Okay. Us. So I just gotta it's this, and then this. Also like the nerd game. Yeah, that means Earth. And also Giga. Yeah, I think this is like the planet Earth. Okay, now air. Gongi. Okay. Air. And then it's G. So, or the G. G. And then this is where it gets kind of a little funny because this, so this here, oh sorry, just this here, and then this kind of looks like an H, because an H looks like, gotta have to like get the like freaking flashcard out if I can find it. Yeah, it looks like an H, but no, it's the vowel O, which is this symbol here, and then a silent, or the bubble, which at the end. So this is G. Then just double checking. Yeah. G O N G. So this is gong. And then there's, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, we haven't seen that one. It didn't tell us about that one. Wait, what? What's this? What's this one? Wait a minute. Stop. Where is that? Because that's not here. This looking thing. The professor pulled out something in the last test you never saw in class. Yeah, I know, right? The frick. That's weird. Wait, it has to exist somewhere on this page. Unless Oh. Oh, okay, here it is. There are 3 exceptions. Gut is named Giyok. Okay. Is this just another way? Maybe this is just another way to like write this. Cause why don't it say? Yeah, cause that doesn't exist here. It feels like just like an alternate writing. I feel like because yeah, here's the order. Looks like gi is its own thing. Really? It needs to stop. It needs to not do that. Gi. No, cause I is this. So okay. So it's like this, right? Come on. I like how it just uses it throughout, but doesn't like acknowledge that like yeah, it looks different. Just accept it. Dear Korea, well, I want you to fucking chill. Oh my god. Lamau. Okay. If it only exists there, I'm gonna say that this is because maybe they just thought this. So if all it is GI, right? So if G is like this and then I is like this, I think they saw that and they're like, that looks ugly. So we're gonna do that and that. Or maybe it could be that like it's like how let me is there like a version of this in English where I don't know, or like in other I don't know. I think it's just that like this looks ugly, or when people are writing it really fast, like people would just do this, right? And people would interpret that as like, okay, that's I'm just gonna accept it. I'm not gonna try to explain it. All right, maybe wind. Is wind the same thing or different? Okay, it's different. So wind. This one is balam, right? Oh, baram. Okay, so we have this is the ba, right? Yeah, yeah. So this is A. So this is ba. And then we have the little R/L looking thing. A again. And then M takes like the long way. M the long way underneath. And it's spelled with an L, but if you hear it, or if I hear it, Badam. It's like between an L. I would say it's an R sound. R sounding sound. But I'll spell it how it's spelled here, just because I'm just gonna take I'm gonna take Google's word for it. But I think it's pronounced Badam with an R sounding. Badam, because that's how it sounds like to me. Okay, wow. Wow, in just like what, 2.5 hours, I went from not knowing any of this to like piecing it together. Isn't knowledge amazing? Okay. I wonder. Now we're gonna do some space ones. But first, I want to know if I predict that this will either give us a like a Hangulization of this word, or like it's, or rather what I'm saying is that like I think it will just be the same thing but in English, but like made Korean, or they'll actually have a word for it. Okay, yeah, it's just it's just it's just the English phonetically milk shake. Okay, SY seems to be like a, or yeah, milkshake. That's kind of disappointing. I kind of thought maybe there was like a, I mean, there has to be like a word for like a blended milk beverage that's like, look at that. But why is it that, why is it that long though? Get Hangul. Bu EU is like what? EU is so bedul laun 음료. 음료. 부드러운 음료. What is that? If I do it like this, like, I wonder what that like. Soft. Wait a minute. Hold up. Why the hell did I return someone getting flapped, bruh? It just happens. It happens. Wait, soft. Wait, how is that? That means soft? Wait. What is, okay, if this is soft, what does this mean? Drinkables. Soft drinkables. Okay, drinkables just means like a like like edibles. Like like it's like they are, it's a thing you can drink, you know? In this world it's plap or get plapped. Oh my goodness. Or I mean, you can choose to not do any of them. Some people are not into the flapping. They prefer other things. Soft flappables. Oh my goodness. I should start calling you guys the soft drinkables. Okay, there's no cool word for milkshake. But I think I will learn. There has to be a word that you can call like a drink that is mostly milk in Korean that has a cool Korean name. And I will find it. But I guess now is not the day. This is more for simple things. I'm gonna see. I think Galaxy is gonna be the same thing, where it's just gonna be like the English word but Hangulized. Oh no, it's not. Oh cool. Okay. Well, okay. Unha. Unha. I wonder what that means. See, the thing about um like for example, like in Japanese, right? You learn it will probably be in kanji, but then you can learn the meaning of the separate kanji and kind of like grasp the roots of what that means, right? In Korean, you can read it, and if you were to see it again, you could piece it together and read it again. But it's just like, I wonder what that means, right? Maybe milk drinkables. I assume there's a word for milk. That's true. There should be a word. There is a word for milk. I'm pretty sure. But let's write galaxy first. So galaxy. That is. So. Okay. So the bubble means there's no consonant. Then there's the line, which is the like sound, right? Like the Japanese yes. Come on. I just like to reference the cards because then it's like it's what we just learned. Why is it the last one? Whatever. The straight line. Yes. Okay. EU. So this is silent. So there's no consonant in the beginning. Then which is EU, and then N. So the N. Yeah. Okay. Because maybe N is in nasal. No. Okay. So EU and then ha. So H. This is H, and then A. Un ha. Un ha. So un ha. Oh no. I want to see how it could be. Una. Oh wait. Una. The H is not pronounced. Like, I'm sure, like, because another thing, you can just go on to, because one thing is looking at Hangul itself, right? But then you can also look at Korean phonology, and that will kind of give you more of like a system breakdown of like when certain sounds got, like, you know, all the complicated shit that's like, oh, when it's here it does this, and when it's in this position it does that. But that's for another time. But I guess this means that the H is not pronounced in between syllables. So I'm gonna put a little X over the H to kind of be like una, so to kind of remember, like, it's spelled there and it's written, but it's not pronounced because it's too much effort. Or it kind of just comes across like that when you just pronounce it. It happens all the time. Una. That's cool. What is milk? Uyu. Oh, I see. Oh, it's interesting how they had to do that. So milk. It kind of looks funny. Silent. Ooh. Silent. You. you, because the w, the w sound and the y sound are considered vowel adjacent, and so they're not considered syllables, and so they take up two vowel spaces here. So that's why that gives why there's like a silent initial part of the consonant. And this is u, you, uyu, uyu, milk. Wow. Uyu. I wonder if there's like a... What if it's just milk drink? Okay, we've seen this before. This is like at the end of like smoothie, right? Yeah, 음료.
부드러운 음료.
음료. So if milk drink is 우유 음료. Two stick people, with the left one is skinnier, I guess. That's true. Oh, I see. Wow. So I'm just gonna put milk drink, and this is yeah, and then this is the M, and then the L thingy. Oh, I did that wrong. But pretend. I'll do it again. You. And then here. Oh, I can't even see that. And then this is the R/L sound. So L. And then yo. You. Or 려. 으여 음료. Ayo. Fun fact. They are considered vowels sometimes because they don't fit with consonants, because they don't involve constricting the flow of the air through the mouth. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I know, like, when it's between, like, for example, like, here, like, Leo, like, the Y is considered a glide. It's not a consonant, it's not a vowel, it's a glide. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's true. They don't constrict the airflow in the same way. What's a puppy dog? You ate 2 donuts today. Oh, Wendy, you just bought a comic. What kind of comic? Oh yeah, 음료. Oh my god, this is like, I remember first when I first like borrowed a book from the library to learn Japanese, and it kind of like gave, like, I had watched some amount of anime before this, and then I learned some, and then I kind of went through the book a little bit, and after the first couple of pages, it kind of gave you, like, started giving you some words and some vowels, and it kind of gave you, like, how you pronounce the things. And once I started saying, especially when it came to, like, longer vowels, like, or like formal vowels, like, I was like, oh wow, I'm actually like pronouncing it like I'm hearing it being like I've heard it before. And this is one of those situations where I'm like, oh wow, this sounds like what I think Korean sounds like, you know? And so it feels cool. It feels cool. You got the DC Comics edition of Batman Hush. Batman Hush. I never even knew that there was a Batman. Well, yeah. There's a lot. I think the comics seem to be more expansive into the world. But that's cool. Compact comics. Does that mean that like does that mean like they're physically smaller, or what does compact comics mean? Like is that like a format of comic? I think I felt something similar when when you learned ancient Greek. Oh, I remember this. I remember you said something like this. That you were like yeah, to help your brother cheat on a test. Yeah, yeah. Ancient Greek is cool. I mean, modern Greek is also cool, but ancient Greek and Latin have this vibe to them that's like, ooh, it's all mystical and shit. Okay, one last, or like a couple more. Star. We love. Star is. Okay, so we have b, or like b. Right, it's like this, right? B. And then EO. EO is fuck. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? EO is okay, the cut vowel. Yeah. And then so it's yeah, and then the l. Piel. 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 Okay, it seems like this is like a long vowel maybe. But piel. 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 Oh my goodness. So we're uyu umnios. I don't know how plurals work. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, how do plurals work? Is it different? Hold up. Milk drinks. It looks like it's plurals don't. It's like in Japanese where plurals don't really exist. The it's like maybe they have a counter. Tu. I guess that means two. Ga. Ga. Ji. Ga ji. Tu. Ga ji. Uyu umyo. Interesting. But milkshakes, plural, just by themselves, seem to be the same thing. Yeah, Japanese where you sort of have to get plural through yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. Oh, sorry, Wendy. Yes, they're like, the compact comics are like paperback size editions of some DC Peak stories. Some compile several comic issues to a single book to make it more accessible. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Compile several comic issues into a single book. That's neat. Because then you get to the end and you're like, oh shit, it's ended. But then there's more. The next comic is here in the same book. That's awesome. Okay. Maybe one more. So you got Galaxy, Milkshake, Star. Let's get nice and uh universe. Ooh, you. Oh my god. Something about whenever like a something to me like high concept, like the universe is like something so simple. I don't know. There's kind of this feeling of like you kind of got. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of like cool. It's like they have this high concept thing, but it's such a short word because it's so essential. At least it to me it gives that a feeling of like, oh, if something so high concept is like a simple word, it kind of gives you the idea that that language kind of like there's like a they have that high concept thing ingrained a lot more, right? I don't know, I just think it's cool. But universe, because the universe comes from uni, Latin uni, one, verse. Like, what does that mean in this context? Verse. Like, because it's like the only thing I can think of is like a verse in a song or a verse in like a literature thing. But I wonder what like universe means. I mean, like how the Greeks had hubris, which is similar to pride but much worse. I guess so. I guess it. I suppose, because that is also like I guess pretty high concept, but I think it just means like it's just like we don't universe. I think like it's like something beyond our knowledge, right? Because like we don't know, we didn't even know there was other galaxies until like the past couple 100 years. Like I read a whole thing about it because I was gonna do this video about it, but it didn't end up working out. But basically, like the fact that like we didn't know the Andromeda galaxy was another galaxy until like the 1920s. It was like a debate or whatever when they were like, they called it the Great Andromeda Nebula because they thought it was just like a cloud, a stardust cloud. But then they were like, no, but it might be another galaxy, and we didn't like confirm. That was not confirmed until like the 1920, like literally like in the past, like a little bit more than 100 years ago, barely. So just like the concept of a universe, like that being such a grand expanse, is like the fact that other like cultures have had some sort of concept of a greater like world or a more expansive thing, I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just this specific thing to me. Anyway, uyu. So yeah, it's vacant. Then Oh no! It's not uyu. It's uju. Because J is a ja. So uju. Uju. Apparently, unit comes from Latin universus, uni one versus vertere, turn. One turn. Interesting. I guess turn. I get like okay, like a verse, like verse, like it's like I get how like in the song a verse is like it's this where it's now in this phase of the song, right? Maybe I don't know. Turn as in spin or gyrate. One turn. Notices galaxy. Uja, what is this? What's this? Oh my goodness. One turn, like we're all in one. Everything's in one big ass turn. Is that what that means? That's such a because I don't know. When I first learned that like us like astronaut, right, comes from astro star, not sailor. Star sailor. I was like, that's the cutest shit ever. I was like, that's so fucking cute. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the first word that came to mind. Cute. Because it's like, ah, like, we're sailing in the stars. Isn't that cute? Like, but astronauts are so badass and cool, right? But then, it's like we can't help but be have that little childlike wonder. Like, we're like sailors, but in the stars. It's like that. Like, but universe one turn. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense in some way. We're all in God's bathwater. But now I want to know. Astronaut. Okay, Uju, we just learned is space. Yeah, Star Sailor is a nice poetic description. Yeah, poetic. I guess that's another way to put it. I just when I first learned that, I was like, that's the cutest shit I've ever heard. B B ha B ha Oh, B hang sa 비행사 우주 비행사
우주 비행사 우주 비행사
비행사 비행사 is I'm going to assume either traveler or sailor. Airman. Okay. Space airman. Airman, I guess, is like someone who flies a plane, maybe, or yeah. Oh, is it Wendy? Never guess his verse in the sense of a line of poetry comes from Latin versus. Yes, but the idea is that you're turning on from one line to the next. Okay. You're turning from okay. Yeah, verse, a line of poetry comes from Latin versus, yes, but the idea is that you're turning from one line to the next. I see. Interesting. It's 2026. We call them air person now. And then I kind of ran out of room here, but then I'll just do it like this. And then B and then H and then A, right? B hang sa B hang sa B hang sa and this is astronaut. Epic. Oh my god, this is so fun. I can do this forever. Oh my goodness. And apparently the idea of turning comes from agriculture. When plowing a field, you leave a line in the ground and then turn to do it again. Bruh. So you write a line and then turn and do it again. I see, yeah, because you have the turn and then you go to the next row and do it. It's so funny when you like when you go back enough. You're like everything goes back to farming, to hunting, to like something basic ass thing, and then we built upon it, and now they're like these big high concepts. But when you go back enough, it's like, oh no, it just comes from this, and I just think that's so it's like I think it's because I don't know, because nowadays, and Latin and Latin based things are like so scientific, so high concept, like so technical, and like it kind of it gives the impression of like, oh, only certain, like elitist, you could say. And like a lot of these Latin terms like feel elitist. But then when you but then you actually like look back enough into some of these words, it's just like, but Latin was just a fucking language that people spoke, and like there's nothing like high concept. Like if you go back enough, it itself is just a language. We just praise it because it's like it's like kind of the because Renaissance people were like, we gotta go back, we gotta go back and bring back like all these kind of like Latin Greek concepts. But yeah, I don't know. It's so cool. This is why I love etymology. We never really stopped farming. Yeah, exactly. We never really stopped farming. All right, guys. Oh my god, guys. Thank you for making this fun. I want to do this with other languages. I'll try I'll brush up on my Japanese. Might even try other scripts. I'm sure Ivan will appreciate. We can learn Cyrillic, because that's another one that's like, because Cyrillic is based on Greek alphabet. Um, yeah, so we can learn that, and we can learn other ones, and we can do this over and over again. It's gonna be fun. Cyrillic is spicy Greek. Yes, exactly. Indeed. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for, learning along with me. I hope y'all kind of like, now next time y'all see some Korean, you'll be like, oh yeah, that, I remember this. um, but yeah, thank you. Wah, 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 wah. All right. Thank you all for coming by. Yeah, stay safe. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're in the new year, guys. All right. Broadcasting from the Milky Way, this has been Villa Lactea Live. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around. I love you all. Mwah. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Where is it? End screen.